What's up, Rubit? Hey, hi. It's me, Little Big Robots. How are you doing? I'm doing okay, considering that today we had an emergency with a fish, and hopefully he's going to pull through okay. But otherwise, speaking of aquatic creatures, today I'm going to be talking about this, which is the crab suit from the new Avatar movie. This is from McFarlane Toys. Essentially, it is part of their... This is going to be hard to explain, but if you saw the amp suit that I reviewed before, this is in the same scale. And that scale is a 7-inch, kind of. So, let me explain. McFarlane put these out, and at the same time they put out this larger scale, they also put out a micro scale. So you can buy these guys. You know, the figure goes in here. It's roughly 1/18 scale. The humans are. Everything is, but the humans are about 1/18, 1/17. Somebody did a great explanation video on it, and I will link to that person's page because they've been very helpful with all their videos. But anyway, they put this large line out, and then the micro scale, if you saw my amp suit review, which is just in a few videos ago, the little smaller size, they also have that micro scale, which is really interesting. I'm not interested in the fish and the blue people and all that stuff like that, but this scale I was. The problem is, as you might have seen with my amp suit review, the large scale and this, there is no pilot figure that comes with it. So you can see there where the pilot might sit. He's going to sit in there. It's a really nicely little detailed thing. Like a lot of McFarlane toys, vehicle toys, they have nice details. No sights and sounds or, lights and sounds or that kind of crap, which is good with me. And you paid about $34 for this. But for that price, I would have wanted to just make it 40 or 45 and throw in a good figure. So what you get in this line, the large scale, is you get about 7-inch figures that are the blue people, the Na'vi or whatever you call them, right? And I'm not an Avatar fan necessarily, so correct me if I'm wrong. So you get the Na'vi that are about 7 inches tall, and they're about 9 foot in real life. The human figure is 5 inches tall, same price for $24.99, but is in the same scale. So you have a 5-inch tall, 7-inch scale, but 7 inches is not a scale. 7 inches is a size. So they're roughly 1/18, I believe. Anyway, minus all that and that kind of those shenanigans, with this you get a really cool vehicle that has nice, it locks into place and stuff. It has a nice clacky kind of, that really clacky kind of thing. You can fold it all the way up. Again, I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know, does it fold up or something? Let's see if I can fold it up. The only problem with this is that these arms and stuff, they just feel really fragile to me. So, see, just bending that right there, it just makes me kind of cringe because I'm kind of scared. So you can fold it up and get a cool position. You can put it on your shelf. It's definitely begging for some customization. You can see the cockpit in there. I don't know if you can see that, if that's, showing or not. But it's a really cool looking cockpit. It has little movable bits. I was able to get a Fortnite figure in there. The problem I have is this whole thing, I wish, and I don't think it... Oh, it does. It actually does. That I didn't see that. Because I didn't see that, that deserves a drink. That was... I feel really stupid. But let's go ahead and take the tape off so we can open it. I haven't had a chance to play with it much. So there you go. Look at this. Look at this. Ooh, that's much easier to get the figure in there now. Ooh, that is much, much easier. And now I feel like I've been making foolish mistakes all day. Let's just say that. Look at that. That is really cool. Oh. See, like I said, I haven't even played with this much. I guess they sit there with their legs forward. Again, I don't really have a figure that would fit with. This little Fortnite figure might be... I have a 1/18 figure. This is the Fortnite figure that came with a car. I have a couple 1/18s, but they're not nearby. I haven't gotten the 1/18 scale yet because that means a lot more money, and I spend enough as is. You just throw him in there real quick. He doesn't really bend. It's not the toy's fault. It's his fault, but he's not real bendable. But he is in there. So anyway, that's not bad. But like I said, the scariest part about this thing is not that it doesn't do some cool looks and positions and stuff. It absolutely does. It looks really cool. You know, I wonder how tall this thing can go. So let's pull out the legs all the way, because this might be a cool position to put it on your shelf, like standing up really tall. So that's cool. I mean, it's an impressive toy, don't get me wrong, but it just feels a little bit fragile. Now, it's a little top heavy, so let's put these forward more. Look at that. That's actually really cool. See, like I said, I haven't had much chance to play with this yet, and I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I'm getting to discover a lot of this stuff as I mess with it. It's just, it has some tightness to it. It's not bad. For $34, it's actually a really good deal. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a great toy, just like the amp suit for $30-something. But it just should have come. It should have came with a figure. I just don't understand why it didn't come with a figure. It's kind of driving me nuts. Other people I've seen who have reviewed it and stuff are like, you know, where's the pilot? It's like a play set almost, and yet you didn't include a figure with it. There we go. What's stuck? Oh, his feet. Let's just take him out. So that's pretty cool, actually. You could leave it almost like that. Not bad. It could go along with some Joy Toys. Standing up tall like that looks a little cooler. Looks a little bit more like a tripod. Excuse me, and less like a underwater vehicle. But it's definitely cool. So, like I said, $34 is not a bad. I think it's a great deal, but it just feels a little fragile. The propeller has some movement action back here I was showing you earlier. It's pretty loose, which is good. It'll go fast. The painting, you can see a little bit, as you can with a lot of McFarlane figs, you can see a little bit of, just a bit of kind of like a dry brushing kind of, especially on the hands there, kind of like a dry brush and like a weathering. But the hands don't open from that I can tell. Do they move? They move up and down. So they do move up and down. Oh, this is so scary. I can't tell which way I can turn it, you know, and I'm going to break it. So I'm trying to turn this up. I guess it would go like that. Does this not? It's got to turn. Oh my gosh, that is nerve-wracking. But anyway, the fingers don't open, it doesn't look like. That's a shame, but they do go, the fists do kind of bend back and forth. So again, it's limited. It's only $30-something. You got to understand a Joy Toy is 70 to 80 to 100, 180. You know, it just depends. But this has a good scale on it, so you could definitely set it next to your Joy Toys on the shelf. Like I said, I think it's 118. These don't open either. But their scaling's a little bit weird. If somebody knows for sure, tell me in the comments. I'll link that video of the person who really came up with some good measurements and stuff and kind of figured it all out with math. But it's cool. I'm really impressed by the line. I'm not going to get the other figures, really. I might get the one pilot guy, the sergeant guy, but we're hoping that they're going to be coming out with others down the line. But it's not bad. Let's see if I can use it and scoot forward. Use it to press the stop button.